Yeah, it's your boy Fist in the Isms, bringing another great edition of Call of Duty Ghosts for me to you, because that's what I do. Bring you a gameplay of Ground War Team Deathmatch on the new Xbox One. If you haven't got you a new console, or maybe you're waiting to Christmas, I understand if it's Christmas, but definitely can't go back to the old consoles. Graphics are just not there, and I just can't play it no more. Anyways, I'm using the K7 with dead silence, amplified, lightweight, extreme conditioning, and wiretap. Now, I was going without ready up, quick draw, or focus. I just don't see the purpose anymore of those perks, because it seems like to me you get very to little out of those perks that you would think would be a lot stronger than what they are. Now, don't take what I'm saying as hating on the game. The last video I did was to show Infinity Ward to save themselves tons of problems down the road. You know, I mean, I really like the game Call of Duty. I don't want people to just be like, well, you know, we're leaving, we're going to Titanfall, see you later. You know, I would like them to say, okay, listen, I'm telling you what is going to be a problem with this game down the road. You know, and I'm not trying to be like looking for sympathy or anything like that. I'm just saying these are the things. Like, I've been saying the same stuff for years. I know what's going to happen with the game, and I can tell you where the problems are right from the beginning. Like, very first few couple days of playing the game, I can tell you what's wrong with it. And I don't want people to take it the wrong way. I'm trying to correct the game, because I'm telling you, I know how the community thinks, and a lot of the community isn't on YouTube, isn't on Facebook, Twitter, so they're not going to be vocal. They're not even going to go to the Call of Duty forums and say anything. They're just going to leave. And I think that's prevalent as to, you know, what we're looking at now. It's not console consolidation, because we've already consolidated. Where are the other 200,000 online gamers that are supposed to be playing Call of Duty Ghosts? I mean, there's something's wrong somewhere. So I'm trying to like give you some pointers. Call of Duty Ghosts is a great game, with the exception of the spawns and a couple of other little things. Now, the reason why snipers in the last video that I posted hasn't completely taken over is because, you know, we're in a transition between the 360 and a bunch of kids getting the Xbox One. I mean, that's my point of that video. Now, you can use any setup you want to use. This is the setup that I see that's working for me. Now, this is probably going to change too. Come Christmas, you can throw all your setups out the window, because you're at the point right now where everybody knows where to be at, where the flow is, and where they're going to set up at. When you get a bunch of noobs that get the Xbox One or the PS4, they're just going to be running around crazy. So it's like you're going to have to go back to your very first setups. And that's what's great about prestiging, and I've prestiged to the 7th time, that my very first prestige is for people who run around, and, you know, I look back at those classes and I'm like, ugh, what was I using? So, you know, the reason why I'm using the K7 is because it comes with a silencer, and you already have the grip, so you might as well take advantage of every little thing you can do. You know, speed kills, and if you can outflank and beat your team, beat the other team to setting up, I'm telling you right now, a rushing player will never let a setup person set up. Not in this game, not in 9v9. It's not gonna happen, especially if you're going solo. You know, if you're rolling with these teams and stuff like that, yeah, it's a different story. But everything that I'm showing you is based on solo gameplay. So if you want to go out and test this technique that I'm using, you're more than welcome. Now, it takes some time to get used to, because you have to learn the routes and understand where everybody's at. But once it starts working for you, you feel really good about it. Excuse me. I was using the Vector 45, but you know, I said I played against a couple other dudes that were using this, and I was like, you know what? It's working for them, and it was working against my setups. Because here's the thing. I play solo, and a lot of times I like to set up. And when my setups are getting beat by rushing, then it's time to change. And that's what's great about playing online, and that's what's great about playing online for the Xbox or the PlayStation. You always get to see other talented players play, and there's a lot of them out there. They're just not MLG players, they're just not YouTubers, they're just not your people that got all the followers and stuff like that. They're your nameless people out there who don't have followers, who don't have YouTube, that are just good. They like to play the game. Those are the people that, like, yo, they don't like it, they're not coming back. They're not gonna tell you what's wrong with the game. So this is the setup I'm using now. I'm really enjoying it. I love Ground War. There's only like 26,000 people max on at any one given time on the Xbox One. I'm assuming that's going to change dramatically over Christmas. If it doesn't, I'm going to be surprised. If it doesn't change over Christmas, I will be surprised, and I will be looking for a price cut, because we need to keep our community strong and going, and that's the fun part about it. If there's no community, there's no game. The only reason why people buy Call of Duty is to play multiplayer online. If you can't do that, what's the point? So anyways, that was my SMG rushing gameplay. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to do a commentary for Fist 2 if you want to check it out. The link is going to be in the description. Until next time, it's your boy Fist. Peace. I'm out.